Hello everybody and welcome back to the finale episode of Tales of the Dice Roll, Phasers, and Fates. We're so glad you could join us. Let's just get right into it. You had just entered the Quill Nebula. Everything had faded to white, and as that white begins to fade, as you blink your eyes, your feet feel kind of wet, and as you look down, you're standing in kind of maybe about ankle deep water for Ticknor. For the rest of you, it's maybe up to like your mid calf or a little bit further up your leg. Miros, you're not wading, but it is up a little high. As you guys look around, you're by yourselves. You're alone. The sky overhead is filled with golden lines. And if you guys would like to roll me a perception check.
24.
24.
31.
31.
30.
30.
25. I roll the lowest.
Gosh, guys.
I have a plus 20 to my thing.
As you squint a bit closer at the golden lines, you can see they're actually fates. They are sentences and paragraphs of people's fates being scrawled across the cosmos. After a little while, a being is in front of you, wrapped in this glowing, dark fiber that seems to trail off into nothingness, and it seems that there's almost stars that drift out into the air as these wrappings flow off into nothingness. It seems almost like a mummy of some sort, wrapped in these cosmic fibers, and it turns its head to you. Hello, traveler. You've come a long way, sacrificed so much to arrive here. Tell me then, are you worthy of this chance?
I think we are.
I've made it this far.
I don't know.
I believe so.
He said, yeah.
Ticknor, you blink your eyes and you wake up in a soft bed. Beams of sunlight are hitting the hardwood floor of your home. The sky is a deep, rich, beautiful blue. And you know, just somehow, that today is the perfect day for farming. Before you can get your bearings, a knock on the door pulls your attention. Caltrox walks in, saying,
Well, hey there, soldier. Ready for another day in the fields?
Using every day, it's perfect.
Tok'Ssik, you awake in your home. Your wife and daughter are cuddled with you on your little hay nest, sleeping peacefully. The sounds of life filter in through a cracked window. It's been 5 months since the cure, and you know you have a party to attend in your honor. This is the day it all goes right. Today, you will live life with joy. Miros, you wake up in your scrap heap, the sounds of gunfire and misery ringing in your ears. It's a peaceful morning. Exiting your heap, you find a world ready to be plundered. This community of scraps heaps around you comes to life. And you see your rat brethren starting to size up their daily competition. It's time to put on a show. Sylarisk, you turn around and you see an astrozoan staring back at you. A couple tentacles rest on your shoulder. Hey, Sylarisk, you okay? You kind of zoned out there.
I'm good. I'm better than good.
And as you turn around and take in the sights, a sprawling community of astrozoans on a large plateau lies out before you. You don't know the name, but something tells you this is your homeworld. Go ahead and roll an initiative. This will just be who goes first.
18.
18.
9.
Wow.
22.
22.
7.
Mira, the day's alive. What do you want to do?
I'm on my homeworld right now.
Yeah, you're back in the scrap heap.
I'll peek my head out my tent. Smell the greasy, dingy air.
It's just as greasy as you remember.
It's a great day. It's a great, great day. And I'll start pulling my heap together, my sled, my little cart to go out and ready to brave the land.
As you're out on your patrol, you spot someone in a cowboy hat. This looks to be someone that you might know. More knows them as prime robbing material. What are you doing?
I want to size him up real quick. What else has he got on besides that cowboy hat?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
It's like 30.
They seem to be someone who's a bit well off. They look a little lost. They aren't used to the slums, and they seem to be kind of wandering around. They seem to be a prime target.
Easy money. I'll tuck some stuff away, brush myself off, straighten my scraps, and I'll walk up to him and be like, "Are you lost, pal?"
There's a flash in your mind as you talk to them. They seem almost familiar until it glances and the guy kind of shoves you off. He's like, "Hey, I don't know you, man. Back off, back off."
Oh, I know you. Whatever. Why are you touching?
And
I'm just asking if you need help, all right?
He just kind of shoves you off and he's walking away. And you blink for a moment and it almost looks like a gray, and a cowboy hat is walking away from you.
What's your name?
And he turns a corner And he's gone. Aaron, what are you doing?
I think I'm just living, meeting my family, just talking to my family, just spending time with them, just eating dinner, something, you know.
All right, you're walking around, kind of just exploring the village. As you're kind of walking the outskirts, you're kind of looking around, and you see the remains, the wreckage of a ship not too far away. Do you investigate it?
Sure, it's a nice day. I've got nothing planned.
You stray a bit closer, and first thing that pops out is there's a large console sitting on a broken metal floor. You know, at one point, that was a medical station. And then you think to yourself, how do you know that? Kakor, what are you doing?
After I sort of get up, I'd put on, my overalls, and I'd head out to like a barn, probably to grab, some equipment. It's getting close to the harvest, so
Yeah.
might as well start taking some wheat.
You start gathering your equipment, head out into the fields, and you're kind of working through, just scything down some of the wheat, and you hear it tink as something metal catches on the end of your scythe. And as you're
Clear the brush.
pushing away the brush and you kind of dig away at the dirt a little bit, you see a handle sticking out, and you kind of pull this handle out, and you see a wrench out of the dirt, and inscribed on the handle is initials, MG. It seems familiar somehow.
Do I know an MG?
Tok'Ssik, what are you doing?
I shall hug my family.
They groggily wake up as you kind of wrap them in a warm embrace, or I guess a cold embrace, I don't know.
I think it's what we got feathers. I say it's
Room
You're-
temperature embrace.
A reptilian embrace. And you kind of wrap them together and they kind of snuggle in closer. What are you doing with the rest of your day as you wake up and have breakfast? There's a big dinner at the end of the night. Got to get ready for that. But what else you got planned?
probably go out.
You're kind of walking around. One of your scientist friends approaches. He seems to have more of a worried look on his face.
Have you seen the news, brother?
No, I have not.
The war with the Vesk. It's approaching. What are your thoughts on the Vesk in this war?
And for a moment, a thought enters your mind. Don't you know a Vesk? Guy with the cowboy head is walking away, and
He turned the corner, so I'm gonna follow right after him.
you start to tail behind him, and as he turns the corner, you could swear he was a human, but now he looks like a Bernari, almost. Still wearing that distinct cowboy hat. And as you blink, it's once again a tall human man, and he kind of turns, he's like, hey, are you following me, man?
I am not. I don't know what weird stuff you're doing. I don't know who you are even specifically, but I'm looking for a man that was wearing exactly that hat, but was like my height and gray.
Look, man, you're like the third dude who said that to me today. I'm not trying to get robbed. I'm just a little lost. I'm trying to get the heck out of here, man.
You're on the wrong planet if you're trying not to get robbed.
Yeah, I figured that
Telling
out.
you that now.
And what weird stuff am I doing? You're the one following me, man.
Hey, I ain't following nothing. I'm just on my daily scavenging run. Now, I don't know what you or like 3 other mysterious cowboy hat bandits are doing on this planet, but best of luck to you. I mean, you better be careful, because you're not doing too hot right now.
That sounds like a threat, buddy.
I don't know. I'm just trying to learn it. You're really hostile. Maybe you should take it back. Have you done the therapy? Rat therapy here is really great. It's very surprising, given that we murder each other constantly.
No, therapy's for, I don't know, it's not really just
It's
my...
all right. You can cry.
No, it's-
See, this is the first step in all of it.
No, it's not like that, man. It's just, get off me, man. You're probably trying to pickpocket me or something.
I was, he caught me. But still, you should. You should. It's really great.
Whatever. What? Just get out of here, man. As he turns, you almost swear you could see a Marquai tail kind of hanging out of his pant leg as it
This
curls
is a
back up.
Weird group of cowboys.
You swear you knew someone who looked like a Marquai? Maybe a Bernari, too. That hat looks really familiar. But you never can tell.
Smells distinctly slimy.
Sylarisk. You're standing over this broken wreck of a ship, and it passes through your mind that, how'd you know this was a medical station? You start to take in more of the ship. What do you want to do?
Can I analyze, figure out, what was the ship? Why is it here?
Sure. Go ahead and just give me. Is there an investigation?
There is the. Hold on. We say do this every time.
Because I've never actually looked
Yeah,
at a
is it
Starfinder
perception?
character sheet.
Yeah,
I
we
think?
usually
We just do
Yeah,
perception.
just go perception.
Yeah.
22.
You start to kind of explore around the ship, and you make your way to where the remains of what must have probably been the cockpit, and you see a customized kind of steering wheel. It's not like a wheel, but in fact it seems like somewhere that you would insert your hands to guide the ship, and it seems to have long grooves of where maybe claws? Claws. You knew someone with claws. Maybe a Hannekin? No, you've never met a Hannekin. Maybe you have.
I want to try to like fit my tentacle into I just want to like see if I can recreate the shape.
Yeah, you kind of squeeze your way in, and then you bring it out, and there's a certain familiarity to it. Maybe there's not. Maybe you don't recognize this, but there's an itch in the back of your mind. Maybe you do. Something about this ship almost feels like home, more so than where you're standing now. But that can't be right. You grew up here. This is your homeworld. Who knows where this ship came from? Probably from a long-lost war. Maybe just some guy who got drunk one night. Who knows? What else would you like to do?
I want to go back outside.
All right.
I want to go to like the town square, or
Mhm.
like or like the center of town, wherever
Yeah.
like I see the most people, and kind of just sit down and just kind of take it all in. It's a nice day. I don't know if I'm just feeling particularly, sentimental right now, or if there's something in the air, but I don't know. I feel like I'm appreciating everything that's here all that much more.
Good call. The wrench with MG still in your hands. What do you do? This wrench is in your hand.
I'm gonna move more dirt away and see if it's like a toolbox.
Sure. You start digging away, and there's more bits and bobs. You find wires, pieces, nuts, and bolts as you start pulling them apart. And then you pull out a small blade. It's not like a knife blade, but like a rotor blade. And you pull out another one. It seems like this could have gone on maybe a drone? A drone? When was the last time you saw a drone?
Is this MG's? Did they lose it? Do they need it back?
Didn't you know a guy who had a drone?
You don't see a lot of drones on the farm.
Must just be old lost equipment.
Do I need to give this back? It's a nice wrench. Very nice. I don't want to leave the farm, do I? No, I don't want to leave the farm. But he needs it. What do I do?
Caltrox walks over and kind of puts his hand on your shoulder. What you looking at, soldier?
Well, honey bunch, it's this wrench I found in this little drone. It's MG. Do you think this MG needs it back?
Do you know an MG?
I feel like I know an MG. Max, Marcus, Marvin Gaye. No,
I
not that one.
can't say I know any MGs, but maybe next time we go into market, we can bring it with us. See if anyone in town knows anything.
Maybe just give it back end of the day.
It looks like a nice wrench. We did find it on the farm. We could just keep it.
I don't know. Maybe someone needs it.
Maybe it stands for military grade, like you.
Oh, shucks. But also, military grade means absolutely nothing. It's basically the bare minimum.
Oh, I know.
Yes, yeah, no.
I mean it in like a great way.
You flatter me.
I know. Tok'Ssik. Your compatriot, after talking to you about the approaching war with the Vesk, wanders off, and you're left to wander the streets. What do you want to do?
I guess I'll look at the news. See what that's going on about.
Pick up the nearest newspaper. It's not war, at least not yet, but everyone knows it's coming. The Hanekin and the Vesk have been disagreeing over a couple outlying systems recently. Just last week, the Vesk threw out the Hanekin ambassador, sent him back to the homeworld. As you're flipping through the pages, you see just yesterday, a Vesk ambassador here on the Hanekin homeworld was just assassinated. Tensions are rising, and quickly. You think about the safety of your family. Where are they gonna go? How can you keep them safe? Then there's a flash in your mind of keeping others safe. A Vesk? Keeping you safe? No. You've never met a Vesk. Or have you?
But never on good intentions.
Didn't he save your life? No. Maybe he could have. You put the newspaper down. It's all too down. It's supposed to be a great day. You've got a speech to give.
Yeah, it's a good day for a celebration.
In fact, you did just cure a horrible disease.
You already avoid one devastation. We do not need another coming.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I think we'll go back home.
You go back home. Your wife is cooking dinner on the stove, and your daughter's running around the table, having fun, playing around. So you come to the door. She... I can't
That was
do
good.
it.
No, that was good.
That was
great.
And she kind of does a little raptor leap at you.
Gotta catch her.
You kind of spin her around. It's a good day.
Good day.
And you hope it can last forever.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys all go about your day, your daily lives, everything seems just about perfect. But there's something missing. There's someone missing. There's people missing. This isn't a life you've led. This is a life you wish you led. This is a life you wish you had. But this isn't the life that you have lived. Where are your friends? Where are they? And as you guys all start to pool these thoughts together, a loud, piercing screech as if a star itself is being ripped apart, fiber by fiber, pierces through your minds. And you all blink your eyes and awake in a flash, still standing in this white void. Water up to your feet as this mummy in front of you begins to unravel. Its tendrils begin to expand out, and it brings its tendrils up. Everybody roll initiative.
That's decent. 21.
21,
8,
8,
5, because I rolled on that one.
12.
12. All right. Miros, you're up first. What do you want to do?
All right, so there's a like tentacle monster.
It's
or
the
like
mummy's like cosmic fibers are beginning to unravel and like expand into like these long like tendrilic like fiberish arms, and it's letting out this like loud screech as it's kind of like growing and like unraveling itself. It becomes this like blur and whirl of stars and cosmos.
I'm gonna prep myself and take my drone to put a shield over me.
All right. The mummy lunges forward. Its strands seem to just elongate itself as it stretches and it reassembles itself, and it brings its tendrils down, swiping at you, Kakor. And with both attacks, but they seem to dissolve as they crash across you, and they don't seem to have any effect. Would you roll?
12.
Yeah, you're up.
I want to gauge its intentions. But I want to do it. I believe it's not an insight. Hold on. A sense motive.
Okay, go ahead. It's going to be a disadvantage because this thing doesn't really have a face, and it's hard to read. But go ahead and do it anyways.
20.
20?
Dirty.
This isn't attacking out of hate or anger. Its attacks seem deliberate and coordinated. It seems not as if it's sure these attacks will kill you, but maybe it's more of a test.
Can I charge and tackle it?
It's definitely within range.
I just want to run up and just full spread starfish. Just
Okay. Roll away.
16 plus 16, 32.
Okay, you wrap yourself around this mummy creature.
So this thing is clearly attacking us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll do the Soul Surge.
Okay.
6th level.
Dang.
Oh,
Soul
yeah.
Surge away.
Hit him, babe.
So I must hit a range attack.
That's not gonna hurt me, is it?
No.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Alright, that's gonna be 24 d8.
24d8.
What?
That's actually insane.
No, he also has to take that. So that
Yeah,
is
86
a lot.
damage.
86 damage. There's a piercing screech that runs through all of your minds as this hits. And it seems to stagger back. You're on it as it's staggering back away from Kakor. It's struggling to find its footing. Speaking of which, Kakor.
If it's attacking, I gotta finally.
Dashko time.
Yeah, I'm gonna full attack this bad boy because I finally can. 35.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
He rolled an 11, and I saw the 1, and I was like, no way.
An 11 gives you a 35.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Then I'll because I have a plus 24 to attack, but then for the for the second attack.
Is that a nat 20?
Yeah.
You know the rules.
All right, so I'll do the first. So I'll do the first weapon attack, that's gonna be 87 damage.
Dang. Okay.
So then crit is 144 plus 74. So let's put that all together.
Yeah, give me total damage.
305 damage.
305 damage.
That's almost my entire health.
You and it rips through, and you see the fibers tear apart as they reassemble just as quickly.
I put my whole heart and soul in
Back
that
up.
one.
You're back up.
I'm back up. All right. Starting off now, I've got my shield up. I will now activate my link between my drone. So the distance in between us will have just an electrical field, like the taser things,
Yeah.
like in a boss fight. So I'll have that out, and then I will just take a shot with my compliance ray.
Okay.
33,
That hits.
24 damage.
All right. You hit it. Is
I'll start rounding away.
your static field hit it as well?
I was just building that out. What's the layout looking like? Where's everyone
It's just a
standing right
flat white plane. And the four of you are standing next to each other, and it's kind of like right here attacking you guys.
now? I'm just gonna start stretching outward. I'll run left. I'll have my drone go right of it, like kind of like
All right.
V formation around.
All right. It's going to attack you. And then I need everybody to make a...
Wait. Is this the thing?
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Hold on.
It
Before he
can do
takes that
nothing
damage,
except
it needs
try
to
to break
make...
the grapple.
And what do I have to beat?
You have to beat a save DC 22.
Okay. 23. It succeeds. Need everybody to make a fortitude save.
I will absolutely take a fortitude save.
30.
30,
24.
24,
30 with a nat 20.
30,
Nice. 31.
31. You guys all succeed. You are able to quickly avert your eyes as it explodes in this blinding white light as it radiates out, attempting to blind all of you. You're up.
I want to take a grenade, and I want to just like drop it and just say like, I'm sorry, and then run away, and then just kind of.
Okay.
Because I have a special thing with grenades.
What kind of grenade are you dropping?
Frag grenade 5.
Dang.
Sorry, frag grenade 7.
Dang.
It's a level 18 grenade.
Dang.
It does 16 d6.
How close am I to
Okay.
this guy?
When does the grenade go off?
I believe like as soon as I'm out of range, I can just be like it's off.
I found the damage for my thing. It's 6d8 if you get hit with my wire. I don't know.
Okay. You're running away?
Yes.
As you're running away, the scripter reaches a tendril down and scoops the grenade up, and it kind of rests in like this mummified palm, and it kind of steps back, and you see the energy dissipate from its body, and you see the grenade detonates and becomes a small star and incorporates into itself. Its tendrils begin to shrink back in.
You have fought well.
I think he ate your grenade.
Yeah,
You may proceed.
I got a little zealous with it.
And as it kind of steps to the side, as it steps, large black doorway opens up, and it just kind of rests there peacefully. It's still there, but it just rests there peacefully. The Fate Scriptor just stands there motionlessly. Its tendrils, pieces of fabric, slowly break off into small stars as they drift off into the space, and it just motions towards the door. My patience does not last long.
I think it was pretty good. And I'm gonna walk through.
You have all fought
Yeah.
well, and you have deserved this.
Walking through.
You guys,
Thank you.
as you step through, it is a short burst of cold, and then everybody roll initiative again. We're gonna do is another little solo bit.
16.
12.
16.
17.
Okay, Miros, you're up first. You step through the doorway, and you're back in your tent. It's not your tent, but you're in a tent, and then you kind of look around and take in your surroundings. You see a small child sitting, playing with a toy, and she kind of hides her toy away, and she kind of looks up at you. What do you want?
Well, there's a lot of things I want in life, but at this moment, nothing really. What do you have there? What are you hiding?
It's just a toy.
Just a toy.
But
Well,
people around
nothing
here
is-
like to steal, and I don't want to give it to you.
I'm not taking anything from you.
If you
What?
could take anything from anywhere, what would you take?
If I could take anything anywhere, why, an old me would take my entire planet. All the scrap, the heap, everything for me, but taking isn't all that it is. It's fun, it sure is, it's great, but there's a lot better with fixing and giving it back. Let me show you if I could. If I can, and trust me, and show you the wonders.
She offers her small toy to you.
What is it, like a little wooden soldier? Or like
It's like it looks like a little model spaceship. There's little parts of the spaceship that swing out. There's little landing gear that come down and everything.
I want to try to work on it a bit, see if I can add just its own hover system, so it can just like
Engineering check.
a couple inches off the ground. That is a 26.
Yeah, you kind of tinker around with a bit. You pull out some bits and bobs from your kit on you, and you tinker with it for a bit, and you hand it back, and there's a little button now that you can press, and it'll just kind of hover in
You'll
place.
love it. You'll love it. Click that right there.
And she, and her eyes kind of light up. She's like, "Wow, that's really cool. How'd you do that?"
With this bag of tools right here and a little ingenuity, anyone can learn it, even you. It's
Wow.
it's great.
Maybe you'll have to come back and teach me someday.
Of course I can.
Maybe there's something I can do for you.
Who are you exactly?
Oh, I'm Whimsy.
Whimsy? I don't seem to remember quite exactly how I got here. It was
It's
all
okay.
white, you know, I was with my group, but it's just us.
Yeah, it's different for everyone. I appear in the best way that I can for you, to make it easy on you. My true form is much more incorporeal.
Interesting. I've never been much one for children, but the heart never lies, I guess.
It's okay. Most people seem to trust children more than anything else. Is there a wish you have? Something that you
I wish.
wish you could change in your life, or something that you wish would happen, could happen, will happen?
I wish.
Whoa, I got an idea. How much if we say one of us fell into the toilet?
Okay, that's a good idea. Which one of us is smaller?
We're having a pretty comfortable time over here, actually. We're getting drinks in a second. You should have
Wait,
came
what?
with us, honestly.
I thought. Wait. This is about the third time on.
No, if you need to pick up another call, I totally understand. Call you later.
I will be back on. Tok'Ssik, I'm sorry to say, I have rigged your front door to explode like a ticking time bomb as soon as somebody touches that.
What? Can you repeat that?
Yeah, channeling his gambling debt.
I know what that means.
I knew it.
Hot potato! And there's a beep, beep, beep. There's a flashing bomb on your ship.
For a life that I can keep now, I want those ragtag monkeys off my back. Mainly that's about it, but everything else in life is great. A new group that I just met, and they've been fantastic. Albeit a little annoying, but you know, so can I be. It's a great time. So if I could have anything, it would be to spend what time I can with this group and to keep them with me.
That is a truly admirable wish. Have a good life, Miros Gray. Enjoy what you can. You step through the door. There's a quick burst of cold, and the black quickly fades to the village you were once in. Just before this, you're in one of the small houses, and there's a small Astrozoan child looking at you with a naive curiosity, a look you recognize from a long time ago.
What do you need of me? I can be anything you wish, just as long as we can play.
And she kind of morphs through a couple different species before she lands back on her Astrozoan form.
Is this me?
No,
Or
I'm Whimsy.
what do you want to do?
That doesn't really matter, does it?
What's your favorite game?
I like a lot of different games. I like playing dice and jacks. Other times I like to play hide and seek. It depends on the mood I'm in.
You want to play hide and seek?
Sure.
We'll do that.
Okay. Am I hiding or you?
You hide.
Okay. But don't forget I can change form, so this is gonna be hard.
Don't worry, I can too. Wink. And I wink at her.
Okay. You close your eyes, and she scuttles off. She goes and hides. You count to 30, and you open your eyes. She's nowhere to be found.
We're still in the field, or the
You're still in the house.
house.
You can assume she probably stayed somewhere within the house. She's not going to cheat.
Do I know if she's in the same room?
Give me a perception check.
33.
She's somewhere around here. She hasn't gone far. And as you kind of look around for a bit, you actually hear a soft little giggle as you approach the curtains.
Like, I'm gonna sneak over to the curtains, you know?
Yeah.
And just give a little boop and like open them up real quick.
And you see she's morphed herself into a small little bird, and she's sitting on the windowsill, and she chirps, and then she splats back into her Astrozoan form, and she's letting out a hearty giggle as you found her.
That's fun.
This is fun.
My turn?
Do you want to hide?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll count to 30. And she turns towards the window and starts counting. Where are you hiding?
Is there like a little doorway kind of thing, like where it kind of goes up, but like doesn't quite meet to the ceiling?
Yeah, there's a doorway.
I'm gonna climb up behind, just like like using my mushroom climbing.
Okay.
I want to climb up to the ceiling and just kind of like just nuzzle my way into like a corner, so see if she like can't find me. Not
Okay.
changing form though, just staying starfish.
All right. She counts to 30, and you see her in her Astrozoan form just kind of walking around, looking around. She's like, where'd you go? And she kind of walks around for a bit. She's kind of looking under. She's looking in the cabinets and everything, checking doors, until she finally comes around. And then she finally looks up in the corner, and she's, there you are. I
go,
thought I saw you up there.
ah, you got me. And I kind of hang down and then plop down in front of her.
So, Sylarisk,
Yeah?
what do you want
That's
in
kinda-
life?
It's kind of vague. In life?
If you could wish for something,
Oh.
for something new, something old to change.
What I want, I don't know if I can tell just a little kid. It's a little a little much for you to handle.
Can I tell you a little secret?
Go ahead.
I'm not just a little kid. This
Alright.
is just a form that's easiest to present to you in. Something that's able for your mind to handle. I'm not really an astrozoan.
Oh,
I'm not really anything. I just am.
that's good.
Yeah,
What
But-
do I want?
sure.
I have anything.
Anything in the cosmos.
I want to get rid of all the pain that I felt. I want it to have never happened in the first place.
Ever?
Ever.
What about the experiences you've had? The lives you've changed? The people you've met? That will all go away.
But I still don't know who I am. And I don't know if I can ever truly have that unless I know where I came from.
But if you erase everything that you have come from, isn't that just the same?
You don't know what I've experienced.
I know what you've been through, Sylarisk.
You know all
I
the
know what
nights
your
of
people
horror.
have been through. You've had a hard life. But look at where you are now. Look at the people who are around you, the friends you're with.
A half astrozoan, half robotic creature. Something who's afraid to even show his true form.
It's what you choose. But if you erase where you came from, what you've been through, you will lose those that are closest to you. It is your choice. But I feel like your friends will miss you. I don't wish to influence you. But I hate seeing people lose friends.
You're not sure how long you're out for, but you wake up to a blinding white light, and you hear the familiar chatter of the gray scientists as they're chattering over your table. You go to stretch out your head, but the scientist kind of reels back real quick before you're able to wrap around him. He goes, "Oh, I didn't know I could do that."
I'll kill you all! Ah! Those horrible actions by those people. I have dedicated my life to heal, okay? And you must trust that I am here to help our team. And the first thing that I must tell is to use that compass. We need a crystal. Just because a transmission came from a ship in the middle of space.
Your ship.
Let's just call it.
Every ship has a code on it.
Let's just break
Along
even
with
and
the
say it was
ship.
someone else's ship.
No, he's right.
Let me have this
It
one.
matches your ship code. Look,
All right, I give up your turn.
I'll say, I was meant to be a weapon, but I chose to be a healer. Someone who understands the cultures rather than destroy them. And you three, your cultures and your anatomies, so odd, but it was a pleasure to learn how to fix them and to make you all better.
God, now I'm thinking. I thought I had it figured out. Can I add stipulations to my wish?
It's yours to choose. What would you like to change?
They don't know much about my past.
Only what you've revealed.
I wish. Is there a way to alter my previous path to end up where I currently am, without having to go the same route?
It
Say I
depends.
lived a full life and still ended up like this, avoiding all of the experimentation, torture. Could that still work?
I suppose it could.
I don't want to give up the family I've created, but I do want the family I had.
I understand. Is that what you wish for?
Yes.
You step through the doorway. There's a brief flash of cold, and as the black fades away, you're sitting in a room. Seems to just be a normal room, and in front of you, a small Hannikin child. Salutations, mister! Do you have a question for me? Actually, first, do you want to play Ships and Fighters?
Sure.
Yay! And she kind of breaks out this small little set, and she starts setting out all these different
Do I recognize
little
this child?
ships. No, you don't. This child is not anyone that you've met before. And as she's kind of setting them out, what do you want to say to her?
What's your name?
I'm Whimsy.
Hi, Whimsy. I'm Tok'Ssik.
I know.
What
We've
are you
met.
doing? Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. What was your question?
What are you doing here?
You came to me. I'm always here.
No one else is here, though.
No, it's just us. We're
Us?
gonna play Ships and Fighters.
Oh, us, me and you.
Of course.
Okay.
And she kind of sets him out, and starts kind of messing around with them. She's like, "You like to pilot, don't you?
Yes, I do.
What's your favorite thing about piloting?"
I guess it's the, flying through space, seeing the world, exploring, and also potentially finding help, finding new things to give advantage to others, new ideas, new experiences.
That's a good way to put it. Well, is there anything you've ever wished for?
For most of my life, not really, but the last couple recent events, I had a wish.
It's terrible what happened to your people. No one should ever have to suffer through that. I'm sorry about that.
Thank you.
Of course. Is there anything you've ever wanted to change? Something new? Rewrite something old?
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Do you have knowledge what happened at the event? Do you know everything?
I know everything.
I want to know, when I left the planet, did my family get out?
I'm sorry, Tok'Ssik. I believe you are the only Hannikin that survived on your homeworld. The colonies seem to be okay, reeling from the outbreak, but it seems it hadn't gotten to them. But your homeworld seems to be gone. I'm sorry.
He just goes, oh, he's stressing.
There's nothing you could have done, Tok'Ssik. It's not your fault. Your higher-ups pushed you. They forced you to create something for them. There's nothing you could have done. You shouldn't blame yourself.
We believe we've found a solution to the epidemic. By artificially injecting magic essence into the blood of the Hannikins, we can counteract the magic drain that leads to the sickness. We will schedule all Hannikin to receive a magic injection. Hopefully we will soon move past this sickness, thanks to the brilliant mind of Tok'Ssik.
And at what point did I leave the lab? When the virus was breaking out, or when the people started turning?
When the virus started breaking out, you were pretty quick to realize what this virus was doing to people and how quickly out of control it got. You booked it. You just booked it. You found the nearest ship, got on, didn't look back.
I've been stricken with lots of grief when I first left my home due to the plague. Couldn't find anybody, couldn't find my family.
took off, feeling much regret for leaving them behind, even though I didn't want to. Couldn't find them. Not enough time. And I was left to sit with all of that by myself in the ship, the many stars, wondering what could be else out there for me, because my home is now gone. But then I found you guys. You guys were able to fill the hole that was missing each one of you with your personalities. And on top of that, I guess there is what I would like to change. Is that whole event, and for it to never be reoccurring to not only my race or others. No race should have to ever experience that.
That is a selfless wish, and a good one.
You step through the doorway. There's a brief flash of cold, and as the darkness fades away from your vision, you're sitting at a small table. There's a small Vesk child in front of you.
Hello, and what do you seek, comrade? Glory for the Empire? Strength of Moratash? Maybe a Dashko of great renown?
Over these last few days, it's been the only time I've truly understood what it means to swing a blade. Not for glory, not for blood, but for the protection of others. But is a revelation so late like this worthy enough to a life of peace that I should have had?
Is it ever too late to change your ways? If you were to have never changed at all, what would have happened?
I have a body built for destruction,
Who
death,
says?
but
You're
it's
strong, you're brave. That does not mean you have to kill, does not mean you have to fight. Hauling trees and pulling lumber takes great strength. Working in mines in the dark takes bravery. The farmers that work long hours with their plows take a great toil on their bodies. Who says anyone is ever built for one single purpose, Kakor? It's what they made you. But what have you made of yourself?
I've made myself a shield, an ally for my friends. I've become a pillar for them. And I think I need to afford myself that same stability.
And the gods you worship, Colin?
None that matter.
Well, I hope they find you well, as I bring him to the airlock and I shut the door.
And he just nods to you.
When you swing your Dashko, when you fire your Conqueror,
I feel nothing but pure joy.
now, when I do that, I see the mothers that weep for their sons. I see the fathers that reach out for their boy.
Oh, don't make me do this to you.
You know we have to.
We were brothers. We fought together. Just fight with me again.
We weren't tools.
Get him! You guys keep doing the good fight.
We gotta go!
You guys running for the elevator?
Woo! Fight, fight, fight. Unionize!
Wait, are we taking the whole crowd with us, or are we just us?
I'm just trying to get him. I'm just trying to get him pumped as I just sort of
Yeah.
put my foot in the door of the elevator.
Oh, this is a pretty cool song.
Oh, dude, trust me, I know every note.
Sing it for me.
Oh yeah, you like elevator music? Name your top 10 albums.
I got 2,300 gold albums. Our credits. I'm feeling good.
I wish to go back to the farm. I wish that I was never found by Vesk Prime. I wish to forge a new path where this strength is used to build, to give, rather than to take.
May you live a long and peaceful life, Kakor. As the white fades from all of your eyes, it doesn't fade too far, as you are back in that watery stillness, and sitting in front of you is a child. Each of you all sees the child that you spoke to. And she kind of stands up, she kind of drops a couple toys in the water, and they kind of sink away and disappear. All of you have made your choices. Would you all like to know what each other chose?
The curiosity is killing me a little, but if the majority says no, then I understand.
I mean, I'm fine to share.
Would we all like to share?
Sylarisk?
Sure.
You all had good wishes. Sylarisk here wished to rewrite the map, to travel a new path and arrive at the same destination, to keep the family he has now, but regain the family and those he had lost. Rewrite a life of hardship, but retain his experiences and keep who he is. Kakor here wished to return to the farm, to no longer be a weapon of war, to protect those he loves. Tok'Ssik had a very selfless wish. He wished not only that the outbreak on his planet had never happened, but that an outbreak of that kind, that magnitude, of that devastation would never happen again, not only to his people, but across the cosmos, as no one should have to endure something that horrifying. And Miros here wished for his troubles to be gone, and to keep the life that he has paved for himself. As you may have all noticed, one of these does not line up with the others. One of you has wished to return to the farm. You have wished to stay with your group. Now, I have not created your wishes yet. It is up to you to decide, as a group who came here together, how you would like to leave. I am not here to decide who goes where.
I have a question.
Yes, Sylarisk.
A question I'm surprised no one has asked yet. What did orangutan James wish for?
Orangutan James. Well, it was an interesting wish. And as you guys turn, you hear a sloshing through the water. As orangutan James kind of sloshes through.
Happy to see you, James.
My boy.
James,
Did you
James.
wish to communicate with us?
No.
Yeah.
He wished he could do it all over again and be there from the start.
Reasonable, James. Reasonable.
So for him, I will rewrite fate to where he will have been there throughout your journey to arrive here from the beginning. It is a simple wish from a simple monkey.
I walk up to him, make a monkey arm.
So, Kakor, you wish to return to the fields, but some of your party members wish to remain with you. What would you like to do?
I've realized, hearing your words, that my wish is already granted. I may wish for a life of peace, but to no longer be a shield by your side, that would be a nightmare.
It really would. Like, we cannot take the hits you can.
Listen, I take the bullets so you don't have to, but I realize that a life of hardship is worth it if it means that the harvest is as pure as this.
The friends we got on the way. That's what we harvest.
So are you getting a different wish, or?
This is my wish now.
It has been wonderful meeting all of you. And I really do hope you prosper in your lives. Feel free to find your way back here. Anytime. Of course, the compass and the crystal will be scattered once again across the cosmos. I can't just make it that easy now, can I? Can't be giving out wishes to everyone now. Well, have a good life. And she pulls out a scroll made of a nebula, and she pulls out a quill that looks just like the quill nebula, and she begins to cross out and erase. She kind of scribbles down for a bit.
Wait, can you also give me a really rad ship too?
I will give you a ship, yes. But one that is familiar. And she dots a period, and the period begins to bleed off the page, and the darkness swoops around and engulfs her and you and everything. And you blink. In the familiar hum of machinery, the coolness of a spaceship underneath your feet, the tinks and clangs of particles bouncing off the ship. It's home. It's the Onyx Hammerhead, back to its gleaming, fully repaired status.
My war trophies. It's
As
not
you
a pile of dust.
orbit above a large world. And where you go from here is your fate to write. Thank you,
I can
everybody.
blow it up.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this season of Phasers and Fates. It has been a wonderful journey with you guys and our wonderful crew here. Do you guys have any closing remarks for our audience at home?
Thank you for watching us and getting to see Ticknor grow from a cold, bloodthirsty monster to a shield for his allies.
It truly, truly has been a great season. Thank you all for watching. It's been great playing with all you guys too. I gotta say,
Amen.
I feel like this has been the best chemistry with characters so far.
100%.
Yeah, it's been a great season, I say. Enjoy playing with y'all, enjoy the characters along the way. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah. We were all, I feel like it's going to be kind of redundant a little bit with what I'm about to say.
Ditto.
Actually, thank you for learning the system as we were learning it.
Real.
This is a very complex system to
hard
get
journey.
into. D&D is the basics, and this is putting that on steroids, essentially, it feels like. And so, yeah, thanks for sticking around with us.
And don't forget to stick around for next semester and next season as I join the players.
What?
Let's go.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Pew.
Let's just break even and say it was someone else's shit.
This is about the third time on.
I am falling in the toilet.
Woo! Fight, fight, fight!
I was the lighting dummy, and I hit this pose.